YouTube family, what is up? So in this video, I'm going to call a seller live. Now, let me tell you about the seller really quick before I actually call the seller. So basically, this seller has been hit with, the hurricane in Florida. His house is pretty damaged. I'm sure that he got some money from the insurance already. And now whatever he sell the house for, I think it's whatever he makes now is for him to keep. So typically, fire damage house or disaster, things like this, right? It's a very good opportunity, obviously, for us to be able to come in and then scoop it up and then being able to wholesale it for a good price. So let me tell you what my VA sent over to me. So estimated, so hold on a second. So his asking price is he's asking $380,000 for the property. This is in Florida. I've never seen the property. I've never met the seller. Once again, for those of you who's new to the family, new to the channel, I've been virtually wholesaling for the last 6 years. Been in the real estate game for 12 years. Been wholesaling for the last six plus years. Okay. The ARV of the property is $600,000, and he's asking $380,000. So, which means, in my opinion, there's already all right motivation in there. So, I mean, his price is almost half off. So I'm going to give the seller a call, and hopefully you guys will be able to witness how I'm going to lock this property in the contract completely over the phone. Even if we come in at asking price, I think that there should be room for us to make about $25,000 on this deal, depending on how much rehab it needs, okay? So if you enjoy this, make sure you, smash the thumbs up. And if you're new to the family, welcome to the Wholesale to Million family. Be sure to, smash that subscribe button. I don't know why I have this accent. So, but before I go ahead and actually call the seller, I do want to let you guys know that I'm doing a free masterclass training. I know it's 2025, it's January. I want to help you kickstart the year off, man, extremely on the right foot and extremely strong. So I'm doing a free masterclass, which I'm going to spend like an hour and a half with you. I'm going to show you exactly how to get into the wholesaling game. I'm going to dissect everything, all right, and let you know exactly how to get started and how to close your first wholesale deal. Whether you want to make $10,000 a month or $50,000 or $60,000 or $70,000 a month, I'm here to help guide you through that path, okay? So the link is in my descriptions. Once again, it's a free masterclass. It's the coming January 14th. So I think it's on a Tuesday. It's on a Tuesday. Once again, it's first come, first serve. So if you reserve your seat, I look forward to seeing you in class. And let's go get this money. Okay, so let me call the seller. Okay, hold on a second. I should text one of my students. Hey, Jeremiah, I'm currently live on YouTube right now, man. If you want to go and listen to how I talk to the seller, man, you're more than welcome. Okay, so hold on a second. Let me send him the link to the video. Okay. So let me call. Hold on a second. Thank you so much for your patience. So here we are. Okay, so the seller's in Florida. Okay, 866. Okay, his name is Doug. Okay, here we go. Be sure to smash the thumbs up, fam. Mic check. Are we good?
Hello.
Hello, good evening. This is Kong with We Buy Houses. Is this Doug?
Yes.
Doug, happy Monday.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Hey, Doug, am I catching a good time? You got a few minutes to chat about your property?
Yes, go ahead.
Fantastic. So basically, my name is Kong, Doug. All I'm going to do is I'm going to review all the information, make sure, make sure the girls have everything correctly. And then I'll be able to present you with kind of like where our price is, where our offer is, and hopefully together we can come together to an agreement on a fair price that work for you and work for us and be able to move forward to buy your property today, okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Now, I just want to make sure, Doug, that we're not wasting your time or our time. So if we can agree on a price and everything sounds good to you, are you ready to move forward and sell your property, or is there someone that you have to talk to?
No, I'm ready.
Okay, fantastic. Well, how's your Monday going so far, Doug? I know that you guys are what, 3 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, well, I'm still suffering from the hurricane. I lost my house and I lost my car.
So sorry to hear
I'm
that.
Still suffering from that. So
Yeah. Now I want to come in. I want to build
One
rapport.
of those aspects.
Gotcha, man. Well, Doug, I want to say that, so sorry to hear what happened, but, you come out, you're still good, you're still healthy, right? Family's still good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nobody got hurt?
That's not true. People died.
Right, but I mean, like your family.
I didn't get killed.
Oh, good, okay.
But we had many people die
Man,
in Florida and in North Carolina.
yeah, it was a rough one. It was rough, but I'm glad that you come out on top. So that's the most important thing. Now regarding the house, Doug, like how much of a damage is it?
Well, I don't know if you're planning on sending somebody to the house, but I had several inches of Hurricane Helene flooding into my house.
Yeah.
And I paid a crew to remove the furniture, remove the cabinetry, the 4 feet of drywall throughout the house, and then I had it remediated.
Family,
with
how's the audio? Like can you guys hear the cellar loud and clear?
Anti-mold and mildew solution 3 times, so it's completely free of any kind of problem with mold or mildew.
Man.
And then I paid an electrician to come in and replace several of the plugs and put in GFI, which is what's code for the anything close to water. So I've spent quite a lot of money in remediation, getting the property up to speed, and so I've been told that the house has what's called good bones. Great structure. It's
nice.
Just a concrete block, and all of the roof is Spanish barrel tile.
Nice.
And it's only been a couple of there's probably 4 or 5 tile that have been moved from the second Hurricane Milton. So there's not going to be a lot of issue with fixing the roof because there's only, like I said, 4 or 5 the barrel tile that have been moved. And I have air conditioning that is it's a top of the line train unit that was put in 7 years ago, and it has a 10-year warranty. I have a 4-year-old refrigerator that's still in great shape.
Nice.
And it's under an extended warranty.
Okay.
I have a brand new microwave that I put in a month before the hurricane, along with a master bedroom ceiling tile over the kitchen sink lighting, and a new front porch light. All of that brand new before the hurricane. And the microwave's never been used. It still has the plastic wrap on it.
Gotcha.
It's installed. It's an over the stove, built into the wall type microwave.
Got it. And Doug, are you currently still able to live in the house, or do you completely move out?
Well, I have moved out, but it could be lived in. It's just I had all the furniture removed.
Right.
And right now it has working bathrooms.
Okay, good.
but there is we had to take the cabinets and the sinks
No
out
problem.
because of the remediation. They did not want any mold or mildew
Yep.
developing in the cabinets.
Yep, true.
You know,
True.
so that's all been removed, and all that rubble has been removed as well. That was my front lawn,
Sure.
but when I had the drywall removed, they rented a dumpster.
Yeah.
And so that was never on the front lawn. That was always, they paid extra to get that removed right straight into the dumpster and then hauled away.
Okay.
So it was, because there's a problem if that ever gets rained on,
Yeah.
it can get into the soil, and that
Yeah.
never happened.
Yeah. Nope. That's true. And Doug, is the insurance able to cover you as far as in like all the damage, or do you have to come out of pocket with quite a bit?
I didn't have insurance, so I had
Oh,
to come
good.
out of pocket. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I paid. There are no liens on my property.
That's
I paid
good.
cash.
Oh, you own the
to
free and
the
clear,
people.
okay?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I paid off the mortgage about 20 years ago,
Good for you.
and there are no liens. The title is free and clear.
Nice.
And there's the inspection there's no problem having it inspected.
Yeah.
There are no problems with the house. I have a terrazzo floor, and like I said, concrete block construction.
Yeah.
That's all good. And the Spanish barrel tile
Yeah.
is I had a new roof 20 years ago.
Okay.
So they say those can last.
So, I mean, typically I'll let the seller talk, but it just might be too
and I've
much.
got
So I'm going to try and cut him
fencing
short.
around 3 sides of my backyard. All that would be required is to put a gate on
Right.
both sides if you have a completely
Okay.
fenced in backyard. And I have a huge back porch.
So I'll show you guys how to
And I
like
put
be
in,
dominant and come in and just take control.
$5,000 in roofing repairs last year.
Gotcha. Now, Doug, as far as in like repair goes, do you know like roughly how much it's going to cost for us to update and do all the repairs and put this house, obviously in perfect condition again?
Well, that's going to be somebody who is a contractor can make
Yeah.
that determination, because this was built in 1965.
Okay.
And I'm told that a lot of the similar properties, they'll take out a wall, maybe 2 of them,
Yep.
and open up the place. So
Okay.
there would be that to consider, and then there's also what kind of cabinets they would want.
Right.
I purchased, but this was a few years ago. It cost me about $1,200. I've got 3 sinks,
Yeah.
2 bathroom sinks, and
Yeah.
a kitchen sink, and I have 3 Moen faucets.
Once again, typically I would have just let the seller
faucets,
say, or I talk,
faucet.
but then
That's
I was going to cut him
from
short,
Home Depot. And I have those that are available for the next owner.
Okay.
I just never got to the point of
No
putting in the
No problem, Doug.
cabinets.
Well, not a problem, Doug. So the thing with us is, obviously we are willing to come in and buy the property in as is condition. So there's no repairs or work that you have to do. I mean, you have gone through so much already, Doug. The last thing I want you to do is worry about, fixing anything at the house. I know, Doug, that you're not a contractor, but if you were to give me your best guess, what do you think that will roughly cost just to repairs and update the property and put it in nice, good condition again? Are we talking about like, 20, 25,000, 40 to 50, 60 to 70,000? What are we talking about?
Well, I don't know. The cabinetry that I have left is all the
Oh,
upper
Lord.
cabinets were left remaining in
Yeah.
the kitchen.
Okay.
The cabinets that were taken out were the lower cabinets in the kitchen
Okay.
and both bathroom cabinets. So whatever
Got it.
cabinets cost,
Mm-hmm.
I have all of the sinks and the faucets
Okay.
ready. It's just a matter of the repairs
Yep.
or whatever you need for the installation
Sure.
of those items.
Okay.
And I've got all terrazzo floor.
Yeah.
So they would have to just buff the terrazzo
Yep.
floor.
No problem.
And you know.
And yeah, no, and then everything you mentioned, Doug, it's not a problem at all. We can certainly handle that. That's not a problem. Now, as far as in time frame, Doug, do you know roughly when you like to sell, close, and be done with this?
Tomorrow.
Got it. Okay, so tomorrow. So basically ASAP.
Yeah.
You got it. Okay. And now, Doug, do you have to sell this property in order for you to take the cash and buy another piece of property, or do you already have another property that you're currently living in while this one it's it's in kind of a renovation process?
I'm staying with a friend right now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I don't. And in terms of, I would have to find either a rental apartment or
Yeah.
a condo. But for now, I'm just staying with a friend, and who's been nice enough to let me stay here. And I'm also looking for a car because my car got ruined in a hurricane. So
And well, people say hard time is when you know who your real friends are. So I'm glad that you have a good friend by your side. That's good. Now, earlier you mentioned to me, Doug, and I don't think I hear you clearly. So did the insurance cover anything for you, or did they
no,
not?
I didn't have insurance.
That's the bummer. Gotcha. Okay. So everything has to come out of your pocket.
Yeah.
I feel so bad. And how about the car?
My State Farm paid me
State Farm.
$88.50 for my car.
Okay.
So I've gotten a check from them, but I haven't found anything. I'll spare you the details, but I have not gotten
no problem.
found a car that I like yet.
No problem, Doug. So now on this, so what do you plan to do after you sold this property then, Doug?
Well, I'm going to be.
Are you going to still live in Florida and buy a house there, or what?
I don't. Yeah, well, I've talked to so many people today. I can't remember who I talked to, but I've told this story before.
Yeah.
The bottom line is that this is a 1,501 square foot house, 3 bedroom, 2 baths, 2 car garage place, and I'm basically an empty nester.
Yeah.
And after the divorce, I ended up with a house. I bought out my ex-wife's interest, and but I never expected to have to sell the house. I expected to keep it and have a place for people to come and visit when they come to Florida.
Right.
And even though it's too big for me, it's okay because I get people visiting. And I can accommodate, and besides, I've been living here for the last 32 years. Wow. So not a problem until this happened, and then I've got too much space.
Yeah.
And so I'll be looking to get a condo that's maybe 1 or 2 bedroom.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And downsize.
Yeah.
Or maybe a rental apartment. I don't know, but and I'll stay in this area.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, everything you mentioned, those are pretty good options. A condo, something smaller, manageable, just you, and then there's still be people visiting you if they want to. So it's a good plan. So your plan, Doug, is to sell the property, take the cash, and then obviously downside, get a condo and apartment.
Yeah.
But you're still staying in Florida. Like this hurricane doesn't scare you.
It doesn't scare me. It does scare me. I'll get something that's a little higher up.
Yeah.
But I'm 74 years old.
Oh, you sound great, Doug.
Retired school teacher. I spent 32 years in the profession, and
wow.
I retired, and I I don't need to be worried about
Yeah.
talking to contractors
sure.
and repairing things and making choices about curtains or paint.
For
I
sure.
just want to cash out of it and get the maximum
Yeah.
amount that I can to a
Of course.
reputable company, and then move on to the next stage of my life, because I'm not in retirement. I need to enjoy the fruits of my
Yeah.
labor rather than having to be concerned and worried about, is this paint going to match?
Yeah.
Are they going to be able to fit the new cabinets into the opening that's existing, and
Yeah.
all of that stuff? That's not what I want to do or where I want to be.
I agree with you,
So
Doug.
it should be given to somebody, maybe a family who needs 3 bedrooms. I don't need 3 bedrooms
Yeah.
or a 2-car garage. I just need a 1-car garage and maybe 1 or 2 bedrooms.
I agree with you, Doug. And you mentioned that you were a teacher, Doug. What grade were you teaching?
I taught high school at the
Oh.
beginning, and then I taught middle school, the middle of my career, and then I finished up at adult education
Oh,
the
wow.
last 9 years of my career.
And you teach,
So all levels.
oh, wow. And you teach what, Doug? Math, science?
I started in English.
Oh.
And I taught technology, and I ended up as an administrator at the end of my program. Tech.
Wow.
It's what they call P-Tech, which is Pinellas Technical Education Center.
Gotcha. And which one did you enjoy the most? Was it the middle school, the high school, or?
No, the last one, being
The last one.
administrator, because that's where I had the most responsibility and I got paid the most.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, Doug, I mean, like, I feel so bad for you on your stories, and hopefully that we'll be able to make the next chapter of your life the best chapter of your life, and then just get this off of your back. So I want to help you, obviously, make this happen for the sale of your property. So what are you hoping to get for the property, Doug?
Well, first of all, you need to know that this is a bedroom community. Maximum mooring. What state are you from?
Washington States, but we buy all across the country. So it doesn't,
Okay,
yeah.
well, you need to know that this area is a bedroom community for St. Petersburg.
Okay.
It's 10 minutes from the beach, St. Pete
Oh,
Beach.
nice.
10 minutes from downtown. I live on a cul-de-sac, so we don't have any traffic or crime.
Oh, nice.
It's a very nice upscale neighborhood, very quiet, and it's basically like 1 minute from the interstate,
Yeah.
which is 275, and then you're right on the Skyway Bridge, or
Yeah.
you're on your way to St. Petersburg,
Oh, nice.
the town. So it's very convenient.
Nice.
And then also the St. Petersburg is really a growing, vibrant neighborhood. With
that's true.
plenty of culture. You being from Washington State, you may not realize we have tremendous number of museums. Florida Orchestra plays.
Yeah, no, yeah, Doug. I mean, we have bought a few properties in that exact area. And actually, I was just talking to someone last week that's going through kind of similar, situation as you are because of the hurricane, and we end up buying his property. So hopefully, I will be able to do the same for you. Do you know what the property's worth in today's market, Doug? Like let's just say after we go in there, we renovate it, we put it back to brand new again. Do you know what it will sell for?
You know your business more than I do, but you can go in and look at the comparables.
Mm-hmm.
My next door neighbor has a smaller house than mine, but he has a pool. He has a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage.
Uh-huh.
And they just sold it within the last year for $685.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right, but you can look at all the comparables.
Sure.
and you'll be able to figure that out. I can tell you that I had, and I just went through the last 3 months,
Yeah.
October, November, and December.
Yep.
Entertaining 2 different offers. I had contracts. We had DocuSign contracts
Yep.
from the Florida home buyers.
Okay.
That was at $390.
Okay.
And it did not go through. They went through the inspection and the title search.
Yep.
And everything was fine. There's, but I think they were. I don't think if they were serious about the offer.
Sure.
But they pulled out before we went to closing.
Okay.
And so I took the next highest offer, which was $380.
Okay.
And we had a contract, and that was from the Meridian Trust Company.
Okay.
And they gave me a contract, and we had an inspection. We
Yep.
had the title search. I
Yep.
went through. This was a Fort Myers title company.
Okay.
And then I think they had planned all along to try to beat me up at closing about the price, saying we're not going to close, we're going to offer you less. And so that turned out to be a bogus offer. So right now, this is the first day that I have like 21 people on my list
Wow.
to call, and I reached most of them. I think there were 3 or 4 where I had to just leave messages today.
Sure.
And I got the most of them, and I'm going to be taking the highest offer of the most reputable company that I can find.
Okay.
And because I'm 74, I'm on a fixed income.
Yeah. That's great.
I don't have any more upside to my earning potential.
Sure.
And I will, whatever company is the most reputable and gives me the highest offer, that's what I'm going to take. And like I said, we can close tomorrow if the numbers are right, because I've been doing this since the hurricane, which was, at the late September, early October. Those two, back to back was Helene and Milton. And I just want to get finished with this and move on to the next chapter of my life.
Of course. I understand that.
Yeah. So
I understand.
That's where we are.
Okay. So Doug, the other 2 companies that got your property in a contract and end up not moving forward to closing, and you mentioned you mentioned the one that had it for $380, and then they have to came back because of probably the amount of repairs that it takes to fix up the property. Did you know what offer they came back and offer you that you're like, hey, nope, it's not going to work?
No, here's what I think was going on.
Okay.
And it might have been with both of them. Because when I talked to somebody today, and for some reason, and maybe you can find this as well.
Sure.
That one of the companies was trying to list it for $405.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and that might have been the second company, which was Meridian Trust. But in order to try to flip the property and basically make the spread so that they didn't have to get involved except in the paperwork.
Nope, makes sense. Yep.
So I think maybe they made inquiries and listed it and tried to, get the property turned while they still had control of it. So
I hear you.
And that may not have worked out for them, so they backed out.
Yeah.
But I think if you look at the comparables around in my neighborhood, this is a really upscale neighborhood. It's an ideal bedroom community location.
I gotcha.
You will get the numbers that you need in order to make a decision about what to offer.
Sure. Well,
I can tell you, complete candor that's what these 2 companies offered.
Sure.
$390, and we entertained that for about 5 to 6 weeks. And when that fell through, then we went to Meridian Trust.
Right, which is the one at $380.
And then they gave us the $380.
Yeah.
And went through all of the inspection, the title search, and then they did the same thing.
Right.
So anyway, whatever your best offer is, if you will send that over to me.
Yeah, I mean,
And I expect all the closing costs to be paid for by the
Okay.
buyer.
yep.
My
Okay.
net would be the offer, that's because that's
Yeah.
what the 390 and the 380
So, okay, so-
contracts were all about.
Okay, so Doug, so let me ask you this: that, like, it seems like you have gone through a couple of buyers already, and it seems like the numbers at the 380, 390, even if they put it on the market and they can't sell it, then it probably means that it's too high. My question to you, Doug, if we can just get straight to the point today, I mean, like, what price would you be walking away with net in your pocket that you will consider selling your property today to us? So basically, I'll have to tell my team manager that, hey, we have to pay all the closing costs, all the fees. We'll have to buy the property in an as-is condition. So if there's any repairs, we will have to be responsible for it. If there's any commissions involved, we'll have to be the one who pay for it. I just want to know from you, Doug, it's like, what's the least you're willing to take as far as like a walk-away net to you after everything's said and done?
And that's the number that you were gonna have to give to me, because I don't know what cabinets cost. I don't know what it costs you to have sinks installed.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are in the business. You should know those kind of numbers and compare that with the kind of comparables we have in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, so the thing is, what I like to do for you, Doug, is that, like, we already know how much it's going to take us to actually renovate the property. Like I said, we've bought another property in a very similar location, your similar situation as you are. So we know how much it's going to cost. My whole thing is, I listen to your story. I feel terrible. I want to be able to help you get this done and get this off your plate. Like, get this thing closed ASAP. I just need to know from you, Doug. It's like, what's the least you would willing to take that you would be okay with as a walk-away net to you after everything's said and done, and we'll take care of the rest?
And I'm telling you that I got 21 people that I have called.
Okay.
And I contacted maybe 17 of them today. And they're going, and I got about 3 of them coming on Wednesday to look at the property.
Okay.
And they're going to make offers, and you need to come in with as high an offer as you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, so you have to make that determination. I can't give you a number.
I got you, Doug.
know?
So
if you offered me right now, if you offered me 390, I'd say you got a deal.
got it. Okay. The thing is, okay. So the thing with when you say 390, that's 390 in your pocket, walk away. We pay for everything, right, Doug?
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing with us, Doug, is that we are definitely not the one probably going to make you the highest offer, but I know that we're the one who's probably going to get this done for you. So I don't know if you want to get this done or you want to wait to get the highest offer. Because if you want to get this done, give me a number. I'll take it back to my team manager. Give me 15 minutes. I'll see if I can get it approved. But you got to be willing to work with me. I just know that 390 is probably not going to work for us. But if you're looking to get the highest you can and you're able to, sit on the property for the next couple months, then I think that you should, check around. But if you're ready to get this done with us, like, I'm more than happy to get this thing done, move forward, get this thing closed. Because what happened is, like, when you're trying to get the highest, like, it's going to happen the same thing, Doug. I mean, someone's going to come in, they're going to offer you the 390, and then guess what happened? They're going to drag their feet on for another month, another 2 months, and they're going to come back before the time of closing. They're going to end up telling you the same thing. So I feel so bad for you for everything that you have gone through already. The last thing I want to do, Doug, is put you through the same thing. So I was wondering if you're willing to work with me. You're like, hey, Kong, if your company can give me this much in my pocket and get this thing closed in the next 30 days, no game, it's yours.
Well, I can't tell you that. I've already been on this for 3 months, from October, November, December, since the hurricane.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to just. I'm 74 years old.
Yep, I hear you.
I've got a nest egg here. I cannot give away my property.
I understand that.
Okay, and I understand your position is to try to get the lowest price possible. But my understanding of what my position is to get the most that I can out
Correct.
of my property.
Correct.
That's why I made these 21 calls today.
I hear you.
And
So,
what you need to come up with is look at the comparables.
right.
Look at the location
Right.
of this property being ideally situated
So,
between
right. So
St. Pete Beach and St. Petersburg, and come up with the highest number
I got it.
that you feel comfortable with.
I got you. So Doug, like, I understand exactly where you're coming from. I understand that obviously I understand you're 74 and you're trying to get the most you can for the property because this is probably the only last amount of cash that you got to retire for the rest of your life. And I completely understand
That's
that.
right.
Yep, and I completely understand that, and I want to help you achieve that goal, but I just don't want to be one of that guy that comes in and give you the 390, knowing that the 390 ain't gonna work, and then drag you on for the next 30 days, and then having to tell you, hey, we can't do 390. I'm sorry. So I was wondering if you are willing to consider anything lower than 390, but work with someone that's going to get this done for you in the next 30 days.
Well, I was willing to accept 380. So
Mm.
that if you can give me 380, then we can make a deal tomorrow.
We can make a deal tomorrow, but 390 is today.
390. I was willing to take 380
Yeah.
in the second contract, and that was with Meridian Trust.
Right.
You know, I had the deal for 390.
Yeah.
That fell through, so we went to 380. I will accept 380. If you can get me that deal, I will make the deal tomorrow.
Okay. So what is holding us back from doing it today? If I can, like, I don't even know if I can get the 380 approved, but I'm just saying.
If we can get the 380 tonight, I'll make the deal tonight.
Doug, can you give me 30 minutes?
Sure.
Okay. So Doug, give me 30 minutes, and can I, and then I'll be able to call you back, and then I'll let you know if it's something that I can get pushed through with my team manager or not. But Doug, I want to make sure we're on the same page now. If I somehow can get my team manager with the 380, which is net to you, we pay for all the closing costs, all the fees, take over the property as is, and responsible for all the repairs. If I can get all of that approved, 380 net to you in your pocket at the time of closing, you are ready to get the paperwork done and sell your property. Is that correct, Doug?
You bet.
Doug,
do it tonight.
Give me 30 minutes. I'll do my best, and then I'll call you back within the next 30 minutes and give you either yay or nay, okay?
Okay.
I appreciate it, Doug. I'll do my best.
Okay.
I'll talk to you in about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Thanks, Doug.
See you.
Yep, bye.
Bye.
Boom. Like, do you see how I did that? If you were to say, yep, you know what, let's go ahead and do 380s. Guess what the seller's gonna do? That's right. Guess what the seller's gonna do? Okay? The seller is going to now take your offer and they're gonna talk to other seller. When I position myself like that, the ball is in my court now. He's waiting for me to say yay or nay. And that, my friend, is how you control the conversation, and that's how you control the deal. Now, 30 minutes, so right around 5 o'clock, I'm going to have my VA call him back. Let's go ahead and lock it up for $380,000, and we're going to do our thing. The other two couldn't sell it. Doesn't mean that we can't. Maybe they don't have the cash buyer like we have. But I think at 380, there's possibly a $20,000 in there for us to make. So we lock it up for 380. We'll probably send it out for 400,000. Stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted on this deal. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram, okay? And on Instagram, it's the same thing, @RealKingCom. Now, guys, once I'm wrapping this up, but I'm doing basically a free masterclass this coming Tuesday, January 14th. I've never done this before. It's going to be a Zoom meeting, okay? Exclusive, private. I'm going to give you guys everything you need to know. All the tools, all the resource, what I use, all right, to virtually wholesale. Just come with a laptop, a phone, and internet, and I'll show you exactly how it's done, okay? The knowledge is free, but the hustle is going to be sold separately. So make sure when you show up, I look forward to seeing all the hustler that's there, okay? So the link is in my descriptions. Go ahead and RESVP your spot. I'll see you on January 14th in class. Until next time, you guys take care and let's go get this money. I'm out.